if you don't like coral, I'm not sure we can be friends. Just kidding. What's up, you guys? Welcome back. So I'm super excited for today's video because the Pantone color of the year has been announced, and it's literally one of my favorite colors of all time. So if you haven't heard yet, the color of the year is Living Coral. I love coral. One of my favorite blushes from Wet n Wild is this beautiful like corally pink color. So we'll be using that today, and we are also going to do a coral lip, which is from LA Colors, and then we're going to do a coral eye, and it's going to be all drugstore. I'm going to use I believe I've got Revlon, L'Oreal, and I have my Take Me Back to Brazil BH Cosmetics palette for backup. So without further ado, let's jump into finishing our face off with Living Coral. Like, I'm so freaking excited. The two palettes I think I'm going to use mostly for this look are the Revlon Photo Ready in the shade Bohemian, and it looks like this. It's got this beautiful coral, brown, blue, and gold, but I'm mostly just going to use the coral. Probably won't use any other color out of that palette. And then I have the L'Oreal Paris Color Riche eyeshadow in Brazen Bolds, and this one has two colors I'll probably use, maybe just one. I broke the lid. It looks like this, and this is a really like orange coral color, whereas this one is more of a pink, so we kind of have an option there as to which ones we want to use. And then these are a lot of shadows, but I want to show you a bunch of different ones so that like if you have something different at home, you can kind of compare and be like, oh yeah, I have one that looks similar to that. And then I already showed you the BH Cosmetics one, but like this pink right here, which is one of my, these two actually, my favorite pinks in the whole palette, are very like corally pinks. And then you also have these two oranges, yeah, right here. So if you wanted to mix them a little bit to get the perfect coral color, you could. And I guess first let's finish off our face. That's what we'll do. So let me tuck my hair back. Let me put this Shiloh's little bow in my hair, keep my bangs back because it's what's closest to me. And so first, before I do my blush, I always do a little bit of a contour. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. contour palette is what it's called. And I use this one. This one is more of a bronzer. You can see I hit pan on the highlight and the face powder. It's a really good palette. I like it a lot. I use it in every video, I think. I have a link for e.l.f. If you want to purchase this palette. I believe it was $3. You get 4. And they're really pigmented, really nice things. So, anyways, I'm going to take also an e.l.f. brush, but it is a blush brush, but I use it for my contour. I don't do a very heavy contour. I'm chatty today. So I'm just going to dip in there, tap it off so I don't get too heavy, and I'm going to take it right under my cheekbone. I don't usually do my contour and stuff on camera just because, you know, sometimes it can take some time. Well, that looks so dark and saturated on camera, and it does not look like that in real life. So I'm just going to keep blending it out, but you can see how pigmented that is. And I'll probably take my powder brush, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Take my powder brush and diffuse it even more. I'm taking my powder brush that I use to powder my face, and I'm not putting any extra powder on it. I'm just going over that to just make sure it's really blended. So now we move on to our coral blush. Now this is Wet n Wild, and it says the shade name is Pearlescent Pink, but it is very corally like, and that's why I bought it. Coral's one of my favorite blushes on my skin tone. Let's see if you can see. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a very, very pretty coral color. I'm going to take this AOA Studio High Def brush. This is the F6. Just like a flat top brush. And this is what I always use for my blush. It picks up a lot of product, so you just have to be careful. And I put that right over my contour. Right on my cheeks. So I mean that is like so, and it even has, this has like a sheen to it, so it just makes your cheeks look like glowy and corally and just really pretty. So I'm going to take my powder brush again with no extra product on it and just kind of buff that out. Okay, I'm going to use this little highlighting brush here. This was, the brand is Chic. I actually bought it at Five Below. These brushes are really nice to have been like $5, even though this highlight. And I'm just going to use it dry. If you use this wet, it's crazy, but I'm not. Oh, did y'all see that? Man. And here we go. It's such a nice, natural, like glowy highlight. I love it. I'm really excited that this is the color that they chose. I feel like it's very flattering, very wearable, and just, I feel like it's a lot of people's favorite color. Maybe that's just me because I love it so much, but hey, you know. Down the nose, all over the tip, so we look like we have a globe on there. And then on my lip. Okay, so face is done. Now let's set it and forget it. I'm going to try to just use these two. And if not, obviously I will let you know. First, I forgot. Okay, so I want these colors to be super pigmented. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Color Tattoo 24-hour eyeshadow, and they are like basically like paint pots, and this one is in the shade Too Cool. It's like a stark white, basically all over my lid, because I want those colors to be like super coral, and the white will give it the best chance at doing that. So let's do that first. I'm going to take this flat shader brush. This is just a Wish brush. I've said this before. I bought like 12 of them for like $2 off of Wish. And as you can see, it comes off pretty dang thick. So it shouldn't take a whole lot of it. It's just going to make us really white. It's going to give us a good foundation. I'm going to use this one out of the Revlon Photo Ready. I don't know if it's showing you like the color. Let me see. Okay. And I'm going to take that on another flat shader brush. This is a bigger one. And we're going to put that all over the white. And I'm just packing this color all over because I want it to cover up all of that white. This is a two-sided brush from Hard Candy. It came in one of the palettes, and I actually use this brush all the time. It's super nice. I'm actually going to take the smudger side first and dip into that coral shade, and we're going to pat that on the outside. Oh yeah, now that's beautiful with that other coral shade. I think I'm going to take this color all over the lid and like mix the two together, because I really like the way it looks, and it's not deepening up the corners any, it's just making it more coral, so that's okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these super light pink shades out of the BH Cosmetics palette. I'm going to take that on my blending brush. This is a super light pink. It's the lightest pink in the palette. And I'm just going to blend out the edge of that. Since our coral went very orange, I want to add in just a hair of pink, and it will give us that very like diffused look. So we don't have like a stark coral line on our eye. I'm just doing little circular motions in the places that need a little bit more blending. I'm not adding any more product. Basically, we did our entire eye in coral, which is totally fine with me. So I'm just gonna finish this eye off, and then I will come back and with the other eye done. So we're just gonna use the coral in this one for our under eye because it was the most pigmented, so it'll be the easiest to just use one. And the other one is a shimmery shade, and this one is not. It's a little bit deeper. So that will make our under our eye just a tad bit deeper. So I am back. I did brows and lashes, and this look is really coming together. But we have one thing to really bring the coral out, and I'm super excited. So I'm using the LA Colors in the shade, drum roll, Coral. Who'd have guessed it? But as a lip liner, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner in the color Sand Nudes. It is a very peachy nude, so it almost makes me look like washed out, but I think it'll be a beautiful combination with this coral lipstick. Anyway, let's get to lining these lips. So you can see like how like sickly and nude that makes me look. But don't worry. And there we go. So that is it. That is the finished look. Let's close this so that we can really see. Pantone 2019 Color of the Year, Living Coral. I love it, and I'm living for coral. So don't forget to subscribe. You guys got me over 100, and I'm so incredibly thankful. It just keeps growing, and I'm just so proud and so glad that you guys are here and just letting me kind of do what I like to do and sharing that with you guys. I'm going to try not to say again. But anyways, please give this video a thumbs up if you stay to the end. I really need those thumbs up. It helps my video to like be dispersed into the YouTube world. And also leave a comment. Are you excited about coral or do you not like coral? If you don't like coral, I'm not sure we can be friends. Just kidding. Anyways, okay, so again, like, comment, subscribe, let me know. If you have any video ideas for me, I will be happy to do them. I have 2 ideas that I'm going to sit down and film pretty soon. And yeah, so you guys have a good day, good night, good morning, whatever time of the world it is right now where you are. See you next time.